Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Heather. I wanted to make this video. People wanted to see more with me eating with dentures, so I'm going to bring all of that to you. We're going to start with breakfast. Lucky Charms. First of all, I was never a big fan of this cereal because I think they jip you on the marshmallows. Still salty. I do pick them out of the box. Yes, I do, to add more. But people are like, can you eat like a normal person? Abso-freaking-lutely. Why wouldn't I be able to? So before I get started, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. Click that bell button and click all so you don't miss out on certain videos or lives or giveaways or all that jazz. Sometimes when I do giveaways, people do not want me to mention who won and blah, blah. I respect that totally. So if you don't hear who win, that's because they don't want people to know their business. Understandable. So as my cereal is snap, crackling, popping, and you could tell there's a lot of marshmallows. So, I love how I get hate. Okay, every YouTuber gets hate. I think the world is just so bored that they go on the internet and see who they can make miserable today. That's my opinion. And I love that all the YouTubers, some of them have contacted me and said, Heather, stop reading the damn comments. I'm like, but I like to answer everybody. They're like, if they need help, they know how to reach you. And they're right. So if anybody needs help, if I don't answer your comments, it's because I'm tired of the hate. So you can just private message me anytime. And I'll be happy to talk to you and help you out. But people are like, oh, it's a denture where it's impossible to live a normal life. Why would you think that? Because you're having a rough moment? Because you haven't figured out the art of having to wear a denture? Most people don't. Especially in the beginning. It's all about security of denture, guys. It really is. That's what it all boils down to, is security of the denture. And if your denture is hopping all over the place, boom, that's an automatic reason why you're going to have a hard time eating. They have to be tight in place. Now, if you have a warranty, your dentist should be doing your soft relines. Soft relines, to keep up with the gum shrinkage, should be done once a month, especially for the bottom. There is no give on that, period. You have a warranty. Use it. You paid for it. Thousands of dollars, by the way, especially from affordable dentures, which that's not affordable. I'm just saying. I've seen people spend more than a Tesla, and I'm like, on dentures? Rather be gumming it. Would never spend that much. Sorry guys, my eyes went blurry. Eye disease happens. But I learned through all of this and me having to do my own work. I can't afford to just go to my dentist and spend $250 on a damn soft reline. So I was using Reline It for my tops when I first started most of the time, which shitty suction, and you basically have to use adhesive. You don't have a choice. So I used, first Fix It In with Scope. Actually, I've tried every adhesive in the universe. But Fix It In Scope, then Fix It In Ultramax with Dr. B. You know, I always alternate Fix It In Ultramax and Dr. B when I was using adhesive. I love when people watch my old videos and they're like, I thought you don't need adhesive. I'm like, honey, check the date, boo. That was 3 years ago. And my how-to videos are how to do it, not me actually doing it and wearing the denture. I mean, if I do a how-to video and I show you guys how to put adhesive in, I'm not going to go wasting adhesive. I end up just wearing it for the day, which really irritates me. It really does, because I'm so used to no adhesive now. I use Denture Fit. No adhesive. As you can see. So people will be like, oh, you didn't show it. Listen, stop being annoying. I don't need to. But everything is possible. In the beginning, it is hard. It is so hard that it mentally can break you down the pain for the first 2 weeks. It will make you wonder why you did this. When you first see yourself without dentures, it can break you down. I started crying immediately when I saw myself without dentures. And to this day, I still don't like seeing myself without dentures. Because it immediately takes me to 80 years old. And then I immediately tear up and be like, what the hell happened? And I know this wasn't from me not taking care of my teeth. I understand that it was from, you know, my autoimmune suppressants and really bad infection in my face. And it was just awful. But there's always a positive and a negative. And I decided to be determined, not give up. Woke up one day and I said, Heather, don't let this get to you mentally. You made it this far in frickin' life to go through everything that you've done. And everything you've frickin' been through. You're not going to let frickin' damn dentures defeat you. So no. I don't. And I figured it all boils down to the comfort of the denture and the security of the denture. If your denture's moving everywhere, obviously it's going to be hard to eat. You're also going to get massive mouth sores. And you can actually start putting it, like when you put them in your mouth and you use your mouth to put them in the right place. I've hurt myself so many times before I used Denture Fit where it's like sliced my gums, which sucked. If you don't like the hard acrylic, guys, don't just take out your denture and not wear them. You can do soft reliners. It'll help a great deal. When people ask me what Denture Fit is, it's just soft silicone reliner. It's all tubed up, ready to go for you. There's no flavor. There's no acetone taste. There's no nail salon taste. There's no burning of the mouth. There's no chemicals. There's none of that. It's cut and dry, soft silicone reliner that uses your saliva to suction your denture. Boom, that's what it does. And it fills all the space that you have from gum shrinkage to make your denture fit better. Honestly, if it didn't do shit for suction, the fact that it's so comfortable I don't feel them in my mouth is amazing. But I'm going to eat my cereal because it's going to get crappy. And I don't like crappy cereal. So, can I eat cereal without them moving and doing all that? Abso-freaking-lutely. Damn, that's so good. I literally pick out the Lucky Charms out of it. But guys, I can eat anything. It's how you cook it. First of all, it's security of denture, period. 1, done. That is the main reason. But if I'm going to eat steak, which, guys, I eat steak more now than I did without and I had my real teeth. My real teeth, I never really ate steak. But now, because, shout out to Gordon Ramsay, because I learned from you how to make steak, and amazing. It's like buttery and juicy and tender and epic. So epic. I make thin cuts, and so freaking good. I want steak tonight. Don't worry, I'm going to make a video when I eat steak, so you salty McSaltersons can see that I'm not full of shit. Listen, I don't get paid. I don't have sponsors. I don't have any of that. I do videos to show people they can do it. If you're determined and you want it, you can do it. That's what it boils down to. Nothing in life is going to be handed to you on a silver frickin' platter. And if you think that, then life's going to be really hard for you. So if you want a good denture journey, I worked my ass off to be where I'm at. And I never gave up. Even all the bad days I had, I keep pushing through. I still ate. I still practice, because practice is what makes you in a good spot. If you're like, oh, it's hard to eat, I'm just going to take them out. Boom, that's your first mistake. Because not only now, first of all, if you were meant to eat on top of your jaw and your gums, you wouldn't have had real teeth. You could do damage to your TMJ joint. You can actually do damage to your jaw. You can realign and get it stuck in the worst place. You can get food stuck in your gums and cause an abscess. There's so many bad things you can do, so keep the freaking things in your mouth. Jesus. So many people are like, oh, well, my denture's big, I can't wear them. Get a soft reline. Problem solved. You know what's funny? My doctor made me get into a habit of eating correctly because I'd only eat dinner. And then they found out I was gaining so much weight. I was on 2 meds between Remeron for PTSD and Depo shot, which was new. Those 2 were new for me. And I just gained weight like that. And it didn't make sense. So they actually looked at my thyroid. I have a thyroid disease, so been skinny my whole damn life. Thanks for that. But now they're making me eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner so my body can speed up. I'm deficient on 11 vitamins, so I have to take them every day. Deficient. You should only be taking vitamins if you're deficient. Because if you take them when you're good, you can end up with toxicity. Too much of something is never good. Like when people tell me they apply adhesive more than once a day. Why? That's normally your indication you need a soft reliner. And if you use my Q-tip trick that I've been showing everybody for 3 years that apparently blew up on the denture community, you put a thin coat with a Q-tip, spread the adhesive around all around your inside of your denture for the denture wall, the denture trough, and the palate. And, you know, the hole inside of the bottom if you have one. Pop it in your mouth, wait 45 minutes to an hour, depends. But people are globbing that shit on, and they use too much adhesive where it's going to take hours to dry. A thin coat takes 45 minutes to an hour to dry. So if you're adding triple that, you're going to be there for a few hours before you can eat. And people are like, oh, well, it's falling out. Well, yeah, you put too much adhesive in. That, and you probably need a soft reliner, because when you have gum shrinkage, the water comes right into the denture and will melt the adhesive like that. So as you can see, I'm not adjusting my denture. I don't need to. I got no adhesive in. And when you have a really good soft reliner and you're learning to just have the soft reliner, no adhesive, your mouth has a lot more control. And as time goes on without adhesive, your mouth has full control. And it controls your denture, which is pretty fucking cool. Adhesive is only actually made for immediate dentures. When you're in your permanent dentures after 1 year of extraction, should it be done any sooner, you know, you need far less of everything. We'll just put it that way. Far less. The gum shrinkage is way less. I would say, meh, a year to a year and a half, you still have some gum shrinkage. Like a little faster. But after that, it's like you barely have gum shrinkage. You still have it, but it's not like the first freaking year. Jeez, the first year is like, you could do a soft reline, 4 days later it's loose again, and you feel like, dude, is this ever gonna end? It ends eventually. It does, I swear. Runaway marshmallow. So many people like, oh, my dentist made my denture wrong. You know, it was fine when I got it, but it got loose. Well, how is that your dentist's fault? Blame your mouth. When you get teeth taken out, your gums shrink, and the bone that was there moves over and fills the socket. So, it ain't your dentist, it's your mouth. God, that sun's bright today. I was trying to get into a position where I can eat without sun beaming in, like, you know, Jesus is here. But I don't know if there's a way I can block it. Jesus Lord. No. I'm using a tissue box. You gotta be inventful. Apparently not. How's my coffee cup doing today? Well, that'll work if I raise it. Don't judge me. Well, I'm putting that in there. Okay, you're going to see my coffee cup, but I got to block the light somehow. But everything is possible. If you give up on your life, you give up on your journey, you give up on whatever, how are you going to succeed? Ask yourself that. So remember, once a month, soft reliner. Done. Most people have a warranty. I didn't, so I did everything myself. So I did reline it, which sucks, but it fills in the gum shrinkage, so you're still going to need adhesive. Then you have Denture Fit. People are like, oh, for my immediate Denture Fit didn't work, because honey, you have to do it every month or two. It's like every other soft reliner, your gums are shrinking, you have to keep doing it. That's why I tell people, if you can't do it every month with immediates, then you absolutely can wait until your permanent dentures for it to be easier on you financially. But if you think about it, I don't spend money on adhesive. You add up all the adhesive that I would use in 3-4 months. Actually, this reliner's been in for longer than that. It's actually cheaper than all the adhesives combined I would use. Makes more sense, right? It's all about doing the math. And when people say, oh, Dr. B stuff is expensive, his big-ass bottle of liquid crystals lasts me many months. And your box of tabs lasts you about a week or two. Maybe, it depends on how big the box, maybe 3 weeks. That's if you're lucky. And if you're doing it twice a day like you're supposed to. But if you realize and you read the box of the tabs, they don't do anything. They don't do shit. They kill odor-causing bacteria. Great, they're going to freshen your denture. It's not going to kill bad bacteria. It's not going to do anything. And by the way, guys, the ones that say whitening, they don't actually whiten beyond the color you chose. It just means it lifts stains. Sort of. But it just lifts stains. And people are like, oh, well, you know, I got this color, but I want a super bright Hollywood bleached out color. And I'm like, you have to get a new denture. No product is going to make it bleached out more. No. And please don't use bleach. Not only is it so bad for you to put that shit in your mouth, because it's going to be absorbed into your denture, but it actually ruins the denture because this is plastic. So you're actually ruining the denture doing that. Just like don't use toothpaste. Toothpaste was made for bone and enamel, not plastic. So it's way too strong for our dentures. That's why you have to use denture products. You have to use denture products for dentures. One of the girls in the chats I was talking to was saying, and this happened to me, that's why I immediately answered. Now that she actually wears her denture, she was saying that she chokes when she drinks. Well, many reasons, so many reasons why that could happen. One, you're drinking too fast. Period. And you just got dentures, you have to start drinking with a little less, and then you learn more as you go. Also, too, if you have too much soft reliner in and your back palate's hanging down, which is normally a huge indication to redo it, it'll hit the back palate and make you, and it'll come back and it'll make you choke. You have to realize when you first get immediate dentures and you first got extractions, you have less space in your mouth. But as gums shrink, the denture goes way up more and back more. You have far more room in your mouth. A lot of people didn't know that, but, you know, dentists don't tell people shit. I'm going to be real. I hate eating on camera. I wish dentists did their job. When you see an oncologist, cancer doctor, see your primary, see anybody, when something's wrong with you, they explain it, they help you. A dentist should do the same. You don't just hand over a piece of acrylic and walk away. And I wish they would actually freaking care a little bit more. Shit, you can write up a piece of freaking paper, make copies of it, not say a damn thing. But you don't do anything, and that pisses me off. Because so many people give up because of that. For 3 years, I've dedicated my personal life. Spent less time with my family and everything to make a difference in the denture community and help people. I don't want people to go through everything I did. I did it all alone, learned everything alone. And I vowed to make sure that if anybody came to me, I would do my very best to give them the answers they need to make their life better. And I do that every day, all day long. All day. I get, I don't know, maybe in a week, between private messages and emails, I don't know, maybe about over, it ranges. Sometimes it could be 200 people in a week. Sometimes it could be 600. It really depends. It really does. But then I have my 5-6 support groups I have. One for dentures, the other one's for autoimmune. My YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, Heather B. Denture Diva. I try to reach out to everywhere, anywhere would go. Because not everybody has YouTube. Most people just have Facebook. And some people have Instagram, which I don't really go on Instagram. I make posts and I get off. So don't message me there. I won't answer you because horrible people in the past, I stay out of that. But you can private message me on Heather B. Denture Diva and talk to me there. Sorry, guys. I've been having issues with my thyroid, and I have 3 nodules on it, and it's been really hard for a lot of stuff. So I keep getting scratchiness and, I don't know, phlegm over my vocal cords all the time. Like, I could start speaking a little bit, and then it'll just, I can't. It's weird. But anybody can eat anything as long as it's possible. But please, if you don't believe me when I actually did the research, when I say that you can't eat certain things and I gave you a list, I'm giving you a list that 20 other freaking sites have given me. People think they can eat whatever they want with their dentures. In theory, yes. But actually, no, because you have plastic teeth. And I've seen many denture YouTubers, or just people with dentures, break their teeth eating peanuts, almonds, cashews, and that's like the biggest thing. Or I like to call it the apple challenge. I don't know why denture wearers, and I think it started with denture YouTubers, to be honest with you, but why they think biting into an apple is a denture challenge. We're not tripod teenagers, guys. We don't do that. Biting into it can actually dislodge your front teeth and actually take them out. So challenge yourself to eat properly. Cut the apple up. You can even peel it and just slice it. Boom, done. There's no reason to go see if you could bite into the apple to see if your denture will stay in place when you could pop out some teeth. That's like the number one thing they tell you not to do with dentures. Like, I don't know why. When I first got dentures, the first thing I did is, what shouldn't I eat with dentures? What can I eat? And it gave a list. Like bagels, you shouldn't be eating bagels. I'm kind of guilty of that. But I make sure they're super soft. I don't go eating hard-ass bagels. They do that so you can protect your teeth. These are gotta last between, some people, 5 to 8 years, depending on the insurance company. I think mine's 8 years or 7 years, something like that. So take care of the pieces of plastic, please. They don't last long, so eventually they will file down gradually the more you eat. And then the teeth will get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and you'll have to get new dentures. That's why if you ever look at older people's dentures that have had it for like 20, 30 years, their teeth are so short. That's because they filed them down. You have to take care of them, guys. Don't be that person to be like, oh, well, I already had peanuts or almonds and nothing happened. Great, but it will. Just because it didn't happen that one time. I don't know why people keep thinking that. Because the first time nothing happened to them. Please, if you don't believe me, do the damn research. Like I told you guys, I did my page for factual information. If it's my opinion, I'll say flat out it's my opinion. But it's a fact. You should not be eating any nuts of any kind with your dentures. Period. You shouldn't bite into your apples to see how great the suction is of your denture when you can actually rip them out. You can rip out the teeth. Why would you do that? Especially some apples like Red Delicious and all that are actually harder apples. Compared to like, say, what are they called? Honeycrisp? Oh, those are so good. Love those apples. But because I take care of my teeth, I take the skin off. I've always been that way. And I just cut them up. Because why not? What's the challenge? See who's going to break their denture quicker? Nah, I'm not down for that. Some of you have paid a ridiculous amount for your denture and warranty. More than it costs to actually give birth with a C-section. Facts. Like, I'm not kidding. There's people that told me they spent between 25 to like 30-something thousand. And I'm like, dude, I gave birth for that amount. For emergency C-section. That's not affordable. Bro, that's so insane. 3 years of hearing shit from people, I'm like still mind-boggled by everything. So when people, I laugh when people judge me. I'm like, who the hell are you judging? I'm the one that can eat without adhesive. So you're telling me I don't know what I'm doing when I clearly do if I can eat without adhesive. You know? So I've learned in my YouTube career that do the best you can to help people and ignore the shit of the haters. Because it's constant, guys. And it's now coming to the point where I just don't answer my comments. I don't even read them. I just ignore and go from there. Because I'm tired of the bullshit. My life is hard enough, bro. I have MS, neuromyelitis optica, scleroderma, lupus. I have small fiber neuropathy, Raynaud's, Sjogren's. I have all this shit. And you think I care about somebody bitching to me that I did something wrong when I'm the one that researches and I don't go by opinion? Yeah, no. I have way more important shit to worry about in life, and I take my time and I do what I can to help people and make their life better. That's actually good to have in the world. Anyway. So you guys can see, clearly, I can eat cereal with no problem. But Lucky Charms, more marshmallows, please. Because I'm getting sick and freaking tired of you not having enough marshmallows, but too much bland-ass cereal. And I'm sitting on my floor in my living room. I just realized, how the hell am I going to get up? I didn't think that well into that. Nope. Alright, guys, I'm out. I'm going to continue filming my meals as I go. It's hard because I don't really eat a lot, and I don't know, I'm going to wing it, but I'm going to do it for the next couple of weeks and just film to you guys whatever. My kids go to their father's today, well, except Thomas, because I was really in the mood for steak. I don't really eat lunch, I really don't. Now what I've been doing is eating breakfast, and then I eat dinner. I have gastroparesis, so my body takes forever to, digest. But I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight, but I'm going to try to film it as best I can. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a healthy, happy denture day. And if you guys need me, private message me, email me anytime. Don't forget, I'm doing the Christmas cards. So, anywhere over the world. Anywhere. Last year, I literally sent one to Israel. So, Israel. Athens. I've sent them to Italy. I've sent them to England. Like a ton of them to England. I send them all over the world, guys. Of course, Alaska, I've done that too. Australia, Canada, of course, all these places. Anywhere. Anyone who wants a Christmas card, I personally write them out. I personally put positive quotes and affirmations and happiness all up in there and shed some spirit to you guys and happiness. But I hope you guys have a great day. Have a healthy, happy denture day. Later, guys.